Well, an unexpected twist today in the case against President Biden's son, Hunter. The 53-year-old showed up to a federal court in Delaware ready to plead guilty on 2 tax charges. But the judge hearing the case expressed concern over a related agreement on a more serious gun possession charge. Then Biden decided to plead not guilty, ending the day with no plea deal.
Hunter Biden is a private citizen, and this was a personal matter for him. As we have said, the president, the first lady, they love their son and they support him as he continues to rebuild his life.
We've had whistleblowers from the IRS come say the Biden family was treated differently and that other things were going on.
So for more on what happened today, a really kind of a surprise here, we're going to bring in our chief legal analyst, Khalif Rhodes. So first off, what was the judge's concern here that made them kind of hesitate to take that plea?
Well, obviously, when you come into court, you're expecting that your client will walk in and have a plea deal. And so that we see that did not happen today. But when the judge had a couple of concerns, she pointed to, well, will this have immunity for the entire duration? Is there any pending investigations? And there really wasn't an answer. And that can typically be normal. And typically you wouldn't have a judge to pinpoint the issue where both sides have probably already discussed. And so, yes, today was definitely not what Hunter Biden and his team had anticipated. You can guarantee they went over the plea deal with him. You can guarantee that both sides, the prosecutor and the defense attorney, had talked about what their expectations were. But there was probably some wiggle room or ambiguity that needed to be ironed out, and they hoped that the judge would not have looked at it with a magnifying glass. In this case, she did. And in response to her answers, they didn't have an answer. They had nothing to give her. And so at one point, they actually took a brief recess and took a timeout to try to come up, like on the fly, with a negotiated plea. They came back to court and they weren't able to come up with a negotiated plea. And so then he entered a guilty plea. That doesn't mean it's over. That just means for today, we're not going to have a plea that's entered pursuant to this negotiated plea.
Well, and this has been such a high-profile case. Everything has been focused on this. So how often do we see such a big pivot in a big case like this?
I don't know if you'll see big pivots like this. Most of the time with a big case, you would want every I, dotted and every T crossed, but things happen. You go to court with the expectation you can game plan for it, just like any big event. And then something could happen that throws you off. And then because a judge has discretion to not allow a plea to go forward, you're always kind of on pins and needles. Well, will this go through? Will this go through? Will this go through? At one point, his attorney said, Your Honor, we're anxious and we're hopeful for this deal to go through. Like, we want this to be over. But she didn't like a couple of things, specifically that they even referenced this gun deal because this was really a plea to the taxes. But they wanted it to be known that, listen, there's also this gun deal that's out there and we're trying to have them in this deferred prosecution program. Is there a way or is there any concern? And it sounds like the judge is saying, well, hey, why are we doing this? Is this even constitutional? Am I allowed to touch this? He wanted to make sure he protected himself. And I don't think either side was ready for the answers that the judge had.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was really ready for that, including us here. So as we heard from Kevin McCarthy earlier, Republicans think that the Biden family in this whole investigation is getting some special treatment. We know there's an investigation into an investigation, but now we're calling for another investigation. So what's next here for Hunter?
Whoever's heading up these investigations, I know their billable hours are probably through the roof. So that's probably where we can first start. But right now, because we're at a polarizing point in this country, everything is extremely far apart. Anything would have happened with this case. Even if he would have had a deal that went through today, there would have been folks on the side that would have said, you know what, we don't like the deal. We can't believe it happened. And so I'm really not moved by the urge to have a new investigation on top of this already investigation. But what I can say is hopefully at some point this gets behind him as a client and as an attorney that represents folks in these situations. You want to put them in a situation and advise them of what can happen. So I know his defense team is now trying to at least, cover what occurred today and make sure that, listen, for the next time that there's a hearing set, hopefully in the next 14 to 20 days, that it gets done, that there's a deal done, and this case can be behind them.
Yeah, having those things kind of buttoned up and ready to go. All right, Khalif, thank you so much. Tara?